So, the mistakes I made planning my very first Walt Disney World vacation as an adult. So the first mistake I made was booking a resort with only one option for transportation. Sure, the buses are a great option, they worked fine for us and everything, but I felt myself really wanting another option for transportation other than a bus. And we could have taken a taxi or something like that, but it was just, I wanted to have like a boat or the monorail. I just wanted it so bad while I was there. The second mistake I made was booking it in the end of July when the temperature is 95 degrees every single day and the crowds are at 9 and 10 peak levels. I've never sweated so much in my entire life. The crowds were actually a real problem for me, except when there was a parade going on. Other than that, the crowds weren't really a problem, but it would be nice to not have to worry about waiting in line so much. Next time I would go in a less crowded time, like January or February, but the big thing for me is the temperature, so I would definitely want to go when it's about 75 degrees instead of 95. The third mistake I made was staying in the Little Mermaid room at the Art of Animation Resort. Now, here's a map of the Art of Animation Resort. The building I stayed in was Building 7. You see how long it is from the lobby area to that building? It doesn't seem like it's that far away from the map, but oh my god, it's so long. It took me like 10 to 15 minutes to walk one way there. When you're getting back from the parks from a long day in the parks, you do not want to have to walk that far to your room. If you are going to stay at the Art of Animation Resort, I would suggest staying in the Finding Nemo family suites, or requesting one of the rooms that is very close to the transportation area. The fourth mistake I made was I only stayed for 6 days. If I were to go back, I would want to stay for longer, way longer, like 2 weeks. I definitely feel like you need several days in each park. In Magic Kingdom, I would say 3 or 4 days. I did have 3 days in Magic Kingdom this trip, but I felt like I wanted another one. Maybe it's just because I didn't want to leave. But I feel like Epcot definitely needs more than 1 day, more than 2 days to really enjoy it. If I were going to plan it again, I would say 3 days at the minimum for Epcot. In a perfect world, I'd spend a week at Epcot. I love history and culture and traveling and futuristic stuff, so Epcot is made for me. So I could just go to Epcot and not enjoy the same thing twice in 1 week. So I definitely want to spend a lot more time in Epcot if I go again. For Hollywood Studios, I was really surprised that I ended up wanting to spend more time there, but I really did. I'd say like 2 or 3 days in Hollywood Studios the next time I go. And I feel the same with like Animal Kingdom as well, like 2 or 3 days. The fifth mistake I made was I didn't go to any other resorts. Now, I've heard of people going resort hopping and everything, and since we didn't get to go to Ohana on this past trip because we slept in, I didn't get to go to any other resorts at all. So I would like to do that next time. I would absolutely love to see Animal Kingdom Lodge, and I'd love to go to just all of the ones on the monorail loop. I just think would be like a really fun day. And the last mistake I made was I didn't take a day off. So I learned this the hard way on every trip I go on, and I've never learned my lesson really. I kind of forget about it every time I plan a trip. I want a day off in the middle of the vacation. So I'm gonna like write this down somewhere, gonna like write it in a diary like somewhere, that I have to take a day off on every trip. I can't plan anything for 1 full day on a trip because it's just I get so burnt out, and I need to put my feet up in the middle of the trip so I don't die. The third night I was ready to call it quits. I was like, I am not going the next day, I'm taking tomorrow off. Like, it's not gonna happen. So it's just like I wanted to sleep. It can be used to just lay out by the pool, have a spa day if you really want to do that, or have the money to do that. Just watch TV. You need a day off, or at least most of a day off. And that's not just Disney, that's everywhere you go. you know, unless it's just like a 1 or 2 day trip. You know, if you're going on like a week-long trip, plan a day off for yourself. You deserve to have a day just sitting in your hotel room if you want to, and not have to have any obligations about missing out on anything. So those are the mistakes I made. Hopefully you won't have to make the same ones now. Please like this video if you liked it, and subscribe if you want to see more travel planning videos. Thanks for watching. Bye.